students, welcome back to our English class. Today we're going to take up understanding the text, answer these questions of the 7th unit, Night Witches of our English course book. So let's begin with the first question. What were the disadvantages of the type of aircraft used by the female fighter pilots? What was the advantage? And the answer is the aircraft used by the female fighter pilots were built mainly of plywood and canvas. They were small and usually reserved for training and crop dusting. These planes, if hit by bullets, could burst into flames. One plane could carry only 2 bombs at a time. A strong wind could toss the plane about. However, the advantage of these small and flimsy planes was that they could be maneuvered quickly and easily. Now let's take up the second question, which is based on an extract from the chapter. Nobody could understand why the brave lad who had taken on a Nazi squadron wouldn't drink vodka. And the question based on this extract is, what mistakes were the people in this situation making? What does this say about female fighter pilots? Were they a common or an uncommon figure at that time? So the answer is, the people in this situation were making the mistake of thinking that the brave pilot must have been a man, a brave lad. This shows that the female fighter pilots were an uncommon figure at that time. The people did not immediately think that the pilot might be a woman. Now let's move to the third question. How did the female fighter pilots earn the title Night Witches? The answer is, the female fighter pilots flew their planes at night, often quietly and secretly, running their engines slowly as they neared their targets, gliding their way to the bomb release points and then dropping the bombs. Because of this mode of operation, their planes only made soft whooshing noises as they flew by. This noise sounded like witches' broomsticks to the Germans. That is why they gave the title Night Witches to the Soviet female fighter pilots. The fourth question. Which factors made the Night Witches' missions particularly dangerous? So the answer is, the Night Witches flew only in the dark. They had limited technology and no radar to navigate their paths through the night skies, only maps and compasses. They carried no parachutes. Their craft could burst into flames if hit by bullets. Frequently, they had to fly through a wall of enemy fire. Each plane flew multiple missions in a night, as the planes could only carry 2 bombs at a time. This increased the risk of being shot. The planes had open cockpits, so the women had to suffer freezing cold. A strong wind could toss their small planes. All these factors made their missions particularly dangerous. Now, fifth question. Katya, my dear, we will live long. So this is an extract from the chapter. Now let's see what are the questions. The first one is, who said this to whom? Yes, we all know that. Pilot Nadezhda Popova said this to her navigator. The second question is, what had happened just before this? And the answer is, just before this, Popova and her navigator had completed a fight. They had survived the flight, but 42 bullet holes were studding their little plane, with bullet holes in Popova's map and helmet. The third question, Why do you think the speaker said this? What does this line say about her character? So the answer is the speaker must have said this because she had a lot of courage and a fine sense of humor. She meant that they could survive such a flight where so many bullets struck their plane, maps, and even their helmets without killing them. They were very lucky and would live a long life. They would not die easily. Now, the sixth question, it's again an extract from the chapter. And they did all that while decorating their planes with flowers and using their navigation pencils as lip colors. Let's see what the first question is. What is referred to as all that? The answer is all that refers to the female fighter pilots' bravery and achievements, the thousands of missions they flew, the bombs they dropped, and the challenges they overcame. The second question, why do you think they decorated their planes with flowers? And the answer is the female fighter pilots decorated their planes with flowers because, along with courage, they also had a sense of beauty and wanted to make the planes which they flew look as nice as possible. Now, the third question. Using their navigation pencils as lip color. Does this indicate cleverness, a sense of humor, a sense of style, or something else? Explain. The answer is this indicates a sense of humor. The night witches must have used their navigation pencils as lip color as a good joke. So, children, these were answer these questions of understanding the text, Unit 7, Night Witches. See you in the next video with yet another chapter. Till then, goodbye.